Look at you whiz! Estrid! Welcome to day one of Estrid's return to work. I think task number one will be giving her a decent groom to get rid of all this mud. Oh wow, you did a really good job there, huh? You did a really good job of getting muddy. Come on then. So once my horses have had a little bit of time off, I always like to start their return back to training on the lunge, just so I can watch them move, see kind of the muscle tone both sides, and just have a good assessment of them. Obviously I trot them in a straight line and make sure they're fine in between, but just have a nice good look before I get back on. So we're going to do some lunging over poles today, just to add the extra factor, because she's kind of too good. Although she has put a lot of weight on, she's got a big grass belly, her muscle tone's still not bad, so she's kind of too good for just lunging on the flat doing not very much, and she's not quite got to grips with going long and low enough for it to be beneficial. So we've added some poles. I've got 11 weeks until, what are you doing? Until the 2-day 80 kilometre that I'd really like to do, because it would then count towards upgrading her to advanced. I don't think she's ready to do 80k in 1 day, but 80k over 2 days she's got in the locker, so that's now my aim. She actually, very exciting news, qualified for the Endurance GB National Championships in the Novice section, which would have been a 50k with a vet gate championship. And you've done pretty well so far, so she might have done well, but I can't go to that date. So I think that's maybe something to aim for next year, not Novice obviously, but the National Championship. Are you keen? So because we're aiming for a 2-day, training is going to be a little bit different. Estrid is used to training 3 times a week, kind of 1 day on, 1 day off, and sometimes 2 days off. And we're going to start with that because that's what she's used to. But then we're going to build up to training 2 days on, 2 days off for a couple of weeks, and then we'll work up to 2 days on, 1 day off to get her used to kind of going out multiple days. I think she'll be completely fine. She was when we went to Field Farm, when she was ridden like twice a day, 3 days straight. Hey, what have you seen? Come on then, good girl. I've got loads of experiences booked for her, like going to a cross-country course and an adventure park and all sorts. And I'm trying not to hinge my hopes on achieving the goal of the 2-day 80. I just will do it if we get there, because we don't need to do it. But yeah, so back to training for Estrid. Day one, very muddy. Let's go, clean you up, hey? Tell you, this brush is magical. It is a Sommer brush. It's the Felix mud brush. I got it from Glaze & Gordon, which is a UK based kind of company that collates all the nicest kind of equestrian things. It's quite like a bougie equestrian company, but it is wonders to get mud off. I don't really need her to be sparking clean, so I've just taken like the worst of it off because we're lunging. So maybe she'll get a bit sweaty and we'll wash her down afterwards, but she'll just go back out and roll. So she doesn't need to be sparkly clean because we're not putting any tack on, are we? No. So let's go lunge. Estrid, that is enough sass. Estrid. Trot please, we're meant to be trotting. What is this? Yeah, I told you you're meant to be trotting. Steady, steady, you're so sassy. Good girl, good girl. I mean, for a first time back after 4 weeks off, we'll give you that, Estrid. Not looking too bad. Bit chubby around the edges, but aren't we all? Flies are annoying you, aren't they? Don't be lazy. I know, don't be lazy. Good girl. Yes, well done. Did it take you by surprise? They've not been there for the last 5 minutes. Minimal effort. So efficient. I mean, that was more or less avoiding them, eh? Session done. I might have a mark on my forehead because I've had the GoPro on my head. I forgot to film it, but it's alright, they're just sheep, sweetheart. You're alright. We did 5 minutes walk in hand, just back and forward over the poles, and then 5 minutes trot each way, just like around. So 15 minutes in total. Hey? Yeah? She seemed quite sassy to begin with, but settled. The flies are really annoying. Should we go into the stable? But yeah, I am happy with how she's looking, how she's moving. Really good over the poles. So just let's get fit again. Well, she's still pretty fit by most horses' standard, aren't you? But let's get her 80k fit. You know what's coming. So Estrid has finished her session, so now it's time for your stretches. Well done. It's actually quite hard to do stretches with Estrid because she hasn't quite got the concept of not... Oh, that was a good one, wasn't it? Should we go to the other side? Of not eating your fingers. Have you? This side? No, you know you've got to reach for it. Nicely done. One more this side. Down a bit more. I mean, that was kind of cheating, but we'll let you off for now. And then... So violent. And again, Estrid. Excuse me, Estrid. Well done. Relax. You can't have it yet. Well done. One more. This one, please. Get off. Get off. Oh, much better. Good girl. Session 2 of Estrid's return to work. Now remember, if she was coming like from scratch of like a big long break, there'd be way more walk, but she's been out 24/7 and it's only a 4-week break, so we're gonna do a hack today, mostly walk with a little bit of trot, mostly trot nice and slow uphill. So it's only 5 kilometers, our first ride back together. So yeah, I just need to go get her from the field and we can crack on. All tacked up and ready to go. Goodness God, you're being actually quite affectionate today, aren't you? Aren't you? See? And she's like, no, I'm not. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone I've been affectionate. Should we go for a ride? What have you seen? Is it the sheep? Freya is coming too, so we've got a little bit of company as well. That's nice, isn't it? That's nice. Stand. No. Well done. Good girl. Good girl. Seeing sheep. Sheep are the least scary of all the animals because they're so stupid. She's like, no, you might bite me. To be fair, Fluffy did bite her once. She went fast. I mean, you can't go side by side on here, so that's fine. Yeah, you crack on if you want. Go on, Tita. Come on. changing ground, you're fine. Good girl. Oh god. It's quite a big little section, that. I mean, that's very big little section. You know what I mean. It's like a good... Good pony. Good pony. I know. I feel like she's still got more tolerance than little Whizzle for the youngsters. This is I've seen too many of you come and go now. Come on, you. Come on, let's untack. Good girl, hey? You are a good pony. Stand, please. You gonna let go of that bit or just keep it there? Let go. Let go. Thanks. Thanks. Thank you. I know. Come here. Okay, back up a little. Good girl. Good girl. Well done, thank you. I know this isn't your favourite, Estrid, but you're sweaty, so I know. Stand. Stand. Good girl. I know you. But you've got so much better, haven't you? Don't look at me like that in indignation. I don't want to be all sweaty and muddy. Or sweaty and greasy from the attack, eh? Did you survive being washed down? Look at your face. Why was you so cross? I know. Someone put water on you. Right. Do your hooves. I think it might be time for a new tub, Estrid. Look at this. We're in the dregs. Estrid is just having her post-ride snack all done and dusted. Next up, I'm going to take her out in the trailer and we're going to go to a kind of grass cross-country course, not do the jumps, but probably do maybe 10, 12k. Nice and steady again. Just getting you back into the swing of things, aren't we? Yes? What are you doing? You've finished it, yes, I'm taking you out. Okay, until training session number 3. Okay, so the trailer is packed. The first time for Estrid going out in the trailer since her last novice competition, actually. I just wanted to address a few mistakes that I have made, and I know quite a few newbie endurance riders follow me, and I got confused and I don't want to confuse you. I have actually emailed EGB because I got confused. I thought that maybe other people are too, or I'm being particularly dim. So Estrid is upgraded to open, and to upgrade to advanced, I thought, because on the website on EGB it says 2 rides of 60 to 90 kilometers, at least one of which must be 80 kilometer plus in one day. So I assumed that the other one could be anything, and it could be a 2-day ride, because in the FEI rules, rides, a 2-day ride counts towards the novice qualifications to get up to 1 star. So I wrongly assumed that a 2-day 80k would count towards her advanced qualifications in EGB. Now, if you're anywhere else in the world, I imagine they just follow the FEI rules, but not here. So someone very kindly pointed out to me on my last blog that that was incorrect. And in the EGB handbook, so the paper version of what we have, it says they must be two single day rides between 60 to 90k. So I have emailed EGB to say I read the website version, it is slightly worded different to the handbook version, could we maybe change it, because if I got confused maybe someone else will. And also FEI, the last time I looked at the rules, which I don't even think was that long ago, it had to be 2 out of 3 consecutive. So if you did 3 1-stars and the first one you were fine, you completed, the second one you were out, and the third one you completed, that would count. But if you had two out, then your first one wouldn't count anymore. That's no longer the case. You just have to get 2 completions within 2 years at each star level, which I think is much nicer, more realistic I guess, and less complicated. So please go check the rules. This is a reminder to check the written handbook, the most recent rules every time you're thinking of upgrading and planning anything. And also it's 18 months from your first novice ride that you can do an FEI 1-star. So Estrid could potentially do an FEI 1-star at the end of next year, but our availability of FEI rides in the UK is quite small at the moment, and we've got a handful of really good, really dedicated ride organisers that pull out all the stops to try and make them happen. But it's not a huge selection, especially towards the end of the season. So next year I won't be FEIing, I don't think, because I don't have the money to go abroad. And also I would like to go abroad to have kind of fun, not to get a qualification. So I'd like to go thinking, you know, I know getting qualifications should be fun, but you know what I mean. When you race for a qualification, you're not racing. You're trying to get your horse round, nice and steady, nice and safe, not take any risks. Whereas when you're racing for fun, you can kind of go a little bit faster, think on the last loop, okay, I'm in 6th position, maybe I can push on and get a podium position. Whereas if you're doing it to get the qualification, you wouldn't push on. So yeah, so next year it'll just be trying to get her to advanced, and we'll see what goals we can come up with. But I just wanted to clarify the British rules to get to advanced, because I think I said them how I thought they were in the last vlog, and I don't want to confuse everyone. But check, don't take my word for it, definitely check. So Estrid hates the rain, so she's going to hate this outing. Her 3rd outing of the week, we are going to Poplars, which is a 4k cross-country course on grass, and it's got some nice decent hills. Whoa, I just electrocuted myself. To start kind of, oh my god, it's so slippy. To just get off the road and not get as much concussion, as we're doing a bit more trot and things. So yes, Estrid hates the rain, so she's going to be really miffed that we're going out in this. But Estrid, I'm sorry, we can't be fair weather riders. We don't know what conditions our competitions will be in, and we've got to prepare for them all. Estrid! Hey! Come on then! What have you done with your fly mask? It's like a... both of you! Different ears. The off-the-shoulder ear look. Come on then, you do. I'm still going to aim for a 2-day ride this year, because when we get up to 80 kilometre, hopefully next year, she will still have to stay away. Oh, I've got mud on my face! Was that Tizzy when she was cantering around? Don't mind me, mud on my face. Yeah, so we are still going to aim for a 2-day ride, so my training is going to still be focusing on getting her used to consecutive days and things. But now that my 2-day 80 doesn't count, I might do a different distance, so we'll see. But let's get her fit enough first, eh? Oh, isn't this lovely weather? Eat me. Can we stand still, please? Oi. Hey, hey. Excuse me. You hate it, don't you? It's not that bad. Come on. Get off, please. Just because there's other stuff going on. That big donkey is in. Right, pick up the poop. then we can go, okay? Come here. And look how brave you've got, Estrid. Loading first time, riding out wherever. So you are spookier. You've like got a bit sharper, haven't you? But we'll get there. Yeah, now steady. Steady at the hill. Conserve your energy. Well done. Good girl. Push from behind. Well done, Estrid. That was almost as good as Whittlebutt. Steady. Don't lose it now. Don't rush it. So when you get to the top, you'll have lots of energy to crack on. But this is quite steep, Estrid, so sit back. Keep those front legs underneath you. No, we're not going to trot. I know Tizzy can do it, but you're a long way off that. She wasn't good on the downhills until she was about 9 or 10. So you've got a few years of practice yet. Whatever she tells you, you should be doing. Steady. Come on, we've done past this twice now. Oh, well done, Estrid. First time. Good girl. Well done. You're going to start practicing the titty flip. Yeah? Well done. Ooh. Let's go get your head collar on, eh? Get a rug on, wash you down, and we'll go home. Give you a post-workout feed and a massage pad. Oh, Junior's pleased to see you. Hello. There you go. Nice little massage for you, and a nice post-ride snack. You always get a little bit dazed by it when it first switches on, don't you? Back in the field munching away. So at Estrid, I've kind of tweaked a little bit how I feed. So I give them the Ease and Excel cubes. No, hold on. I give Estrid the endurance mix before a training session, and then the Ease and Excel cubes in the stable afterwards while I do all my post-workout treatment with her. And then I still feed the like baseline feed, the fibre beat, and she's on the performance balancer in the field, because it just means that Estrid is occupied as Tizzy eats, or the other way around, and it's just seems easier, and it means that they've got something to eat while they're in the stable and things. So it seems to be working well. That's a new one for me. I used to just mix in their added exercise extras into their normal feed and bring them down, but it now means that I'm like saving time because they're eating the extra feed whilst I do like their hooves, massage pad, stretches and all of that jazz. So yeah, we've just done a nice 10 kilometers. The ground was really good actually. If it had been hard and this rain had come down, I think it would have been like super slippy, but there was enough grass, enough sponginess in the ground that the going was perfect. It was really, really good. Just so 10k of just walk and trot around the poplars cross country. Obviously we didn't jump anything, but it's a good start. So yeah, 3 sessions in her first week, and we'll just gradually increase that. Yeah, and then hopefully September time-ish we will do a 2-day ride, and in between we've got lots of fun planned. Is it yummy?